Hello, my peeps, and welcome to another power-packed Phillips podcast. Yes, the EOC is back. And I'm so glad I put my little disclaimer, subject to change. The EOC has been pushed up. It will be next week. Block 1 and 2, you'll take it next Tuesday. Block 3 and 4, next Wednesday. Block 5 and 6, you get the reprieve. Nice vocabulary word. You take it next Thursday. But all is well, because you will be well prepared to take the EOC after you watch today's podcast and we finish up square roots this week. So no worries, you will do fine. And you just relax tonight. No homework. Start getting prepared mentally for the EOC. Your review packet is due Monday. All the problems have been posted. And you got trolled. There will be no tutoring after school on Thursday. Tutoring has been canceled. So here we go. Today's podcast is going to be on lesson 10.6. We're going to be talking about the quadratic formula. Now, the quadratic formula looks really scary, but you know what the nice thing about it is? It's on your reference sheet, so you don't have to memorize it. You just have to be able to plug and chug. So go ahead, take a moment, write down the quadratic formula. It will be on your reference sheet, but go ahead and take a minute to write it down. Alrighty, please take a moment to write down the equation. 3x squared plus 5x equals 8. So we have our equation 3x squared plus 5x equals 8. Well, the first thing I want to do is label my A, B, C. So 3 is going to be A, 5 is going to be B, and 8 is going to be C. But notice A and B are on one side and C is on the other. So let's get our A, B, C on the same side. How are we going to do that? Well, this is a SPY for the pluses. I'm going to do the inverse operation, and subtract 8 on both sides. These will cancel out. Remember, I cannot combine anything because these are not like terms. So I'm left with 3x squared plus 5x minus 8 equals 0. So A is going to be 3, B is going to be 5, and C is going to be negative 8. So now that I have A, B, C on the same side, I'm going to plug into the formula. So here we go. We are going to take the B out, and we're going to put 5 in its spot. So take the B out and put 5 in its spot. Notice I did not say to take out the negative sign. You keep the negative, we put 5 in B's spot. So this is where we're at so far. Now, it'd be nice if I told you we're done. La 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 la, but you're getting trolled. We're not done. Next slide. Inside the radical sign, I have B squared. I'm going to take B out, and I'm going to put 5 in its place. Now I have negative 4AC. Notice the A, the C, and the negative 4 are touching each other. So I'm going to take out the A, and I'm going to put 3 in its spot. They were touching each other, so we'll put a dot for multiplication. I'm going to take out C, and I'm going to put negative 8 in its spot, But remember, they were touching each other, so we're going to put multiplication. Now we're going to take out the a on the bottom that's touching the 2. That means multiplication. And we're going to put 3 in its spot. So basically, up until this point, all I've done is plug in all my numbers for A, B, and C. Now, we just need to chug and work the problem. So the first thing is do all your plugging. Next thing we're going to do is chug and work the problem. But before we do that, let's take a brain break. Please don't do this on the EOC. Now we are just going to chug or work the problem. The biggest thing you have to remember when you get to this point, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Wouldn't that be really weird if you did have an aunt and her name was Sally? Then you should make sure you get this part right on the EOC. I'm going to do my exponents first. So 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is 25. So I'm going to take out the 5 squared, and I'm going to put in 25. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do multiplication. So I'm going to multiply -4 and 3. When I do that, I get -12. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to multiply. So I'm going to multiply -12 and -8. When I do that, I get positive 96. The next thing I'll do, continue doing multiplication. I will do 2 times 3, which gives me 6. Now, I'm going to add 25 and 96. When I do that, it gives me 121. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my square root. I'm going to do the square root or radical of 121 because technically Aunt Sally's a little behind the times. She needs to get hip and get with it because exponents or square roots are done after parentheses. Exponents or square roots are done after parentheses. So I'm going to do the square root of 121. So we take our calculator, type in 121, and hit the square root. We get 11. So the square root of 121 is 11. Now, notice this plus minus sign right here. What it really means is this could be positive 11 or it could be negative 11. You could have positive 11 or negative 11. So here goes my analogy. Ooh, doppelganger. Nice vocabulary word. That's like your twin somewhere in the world. Well, look, here's President Obama, and here is his doppelganger. They look really, really, really similar. But they're not quite the same. So look, I've got two problems that when you first look at them, they look really, really close. But they are a doppelganger. This is a plus 11. This is a minus 11. So when you get to this stage in the quadratic formula, whatever number's here, you're going to write it as a plus, and then you're going to write it as a minus. It is a doppelganger. It looks really, really close. Now what are we going to do? We're just going to solve this problem and solve this problem. So I'll do the problem here on the left first. Negative 5 plus 11 gives me positive 6. 6 divided by 6 gives me positive 1. So that is one answer. Now we'll do the other problem. A negative 5 minus 11 is negative 16. So I have negative 16 over 6. I can divide both of them by 2. When I do negative 16 divided by 2, that gives me negative 8. And 6 divided by 2 gives me 3. Now, if we go back to the original problem, we can use a little bit of PO. One answer that we got was positive 1. Not positive 1. Not positive 1. Positive 1, positive 1. I'm down to 2 choices, 50-50. The other answer we got was negative 8 over 3. That's positive 8 over 3. Ding, 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 ding. We have our winner. So remember, quadratic formula is not difficult. First thing you have to do is get your A, B, C on the same side, plug all the numbers in, and chug. And don't forget, when you get down to the very end, you will have a doppelganger. Yes, you're going to have one that's positive and one that's negative. Thanks for watching.